Joshua Hermes took this video, and this shows you the tornado itself actually making contact with the ground now. It's a beautiful day, though. Maybe to take your little one out for a stroll by the water. That's Beach Lake. Keep them out of the sun, though. It is hot.
And if we could just keep the weather like we had this afternoon, that would be great.
We could record it, keep it, play it back during those really cold winter days, Tom.
And then I'd be out of a job.
Yeah, I guess so, right?
I want you to make sure you get to the lowest floor of your house, get on the most interior part of your house. The top part of that pine tree broke off and landed in her backyard. The air temperature may stay the same, but the temperature on this truck could get even colder after all that heat that it's absorbed throughout the day radiates back into outer space. It's opening night. You can enjoy all the fun and festivities until 10 o'clock this evening, and maybe join me here on the Ferris wheel. You can keep ahead of that fog and many other aspects of West Tennessee's always changing weather with the new WBBJ weather app.
The weather seems to be teetering. We get a little cool and then a little warm.
That's right. We wanted to make sure everyone was happy with the 7-day forecast. We put it both on there. Take a look at those temperatures across the country. We've got 60s, you've got 70s, even 80s, and then, whoa, Great Falls, Montana, 27 degrees. That's the cold front.
Yeah, it's still summer on the calendar, is that right?
It sure is.
All right, I thought it was.
It's going to feel like that probably for another week or so.
Oh, yeah.
It is. It's so funny, too, because, you know, we had Tom Miner's night at the ballpark at Jackson in July. Right. I think since then they've actually had really nice weather for their baseball games.
Look at that.
Thumbs up there for sure.
Well, there's your reason.
Right?
Exactly.
Now, WBBJ Storm Team 7 weather with Chief Meteorologist Tom Miners.
I've got a riddle for you in today's weather forecast, starting with the current conditions, of course. How can the sky be clear and somehow gray at the same time? Well, here's a live view from Lexington, facing off to the west, where that sun is about to set in just a little bit. You'll notice that it looks a little bit hazy in the sky out there today, and despite having some full sunshine, also a little gray. 88 degrees the current temperature in Lexington, with dew points near 70. It's been hot, it's been humid outside, and the winds at the surface are calm. With that look outside brought to you by Gene Langley Ford in Humboldt. Way up in the atmosphere, however, those winds are coming out of the northwest. So here's where our air is coming from. As we track that parcel of air, it's actually coming from parts of the northwestern United States. And doing a reverse trajectory shows that just east of Spokane, Washington, that weather, basically 5,000 meters up in the sky, has been coming right down into West Tennessee. So here's what's happening. There are wildfires ongoing in parts of Idaho, Wyoming, and Montana, and smoke from those wildfires is traveling 5,000 meters up in the sky and coming right down into West Tennessee. So it looks a little bit hazy out there because there's some smoke in the sky, and there's going to be more of that to come in tomorrow as well. What we see in the temperature department here, though, is some hot weather's coming too, besides just that smoke out of the northwest. High pressures rotating with their winds in a clockwise direction are bringing some of that heat out from the west into West Tennessee. 93 in Oklahoma City, 98 in Dallas, but we too in West Tennessee are also in the low 90s. It feels hotter because of those dew points, as warm as they are. We've got humidity in play as well, and that's causing the temperature to feel like it's almost 100 degrees in West Tennessee. It's 101 with that heat index is recorded right now in Ridgely in Lake County. But there's some relief, and here it comes. A cold front coming in tonight is going to allow for a few clouds to show up in the evening hours in northwest Tennessee, and maybe, just maybe, 1 or 2 drops of rain, because it's been a while since we've had some rainfall in West Tennessee. It's been the longest stretch without rain so far this year, and a few showers could show up around 10 p.m. near Camden, Huntington, and perhaps also near Lexington and Parsons after 9 p.m. I don't expect many of us to see any rain. There's only a slight chance for any wet weather, and we'll stay dry throughout the weekend, with Futurecast showing our next chance for rain showing up on Tuesday. Now, here's the latest on Dorian. The maximum sustained winds within the eye wall are still at 90 miles per hour as the storm is making its way to the northeast at 24 miles per hour. Still a powerful hurricane. Even though it's only Category 1, it still has the chance to produce inland rainfall flooding as well as storm surge in parts of New England. In fact, this storm may strengthen to a Category 2 hurricane again before it makes landfall in Nova Scotia Saturday afternoon with maximum sustained winds of 100 miles per hour. So there's a 20% chance for rain for West Tennessee tonight. Might have some patchy fog around sunrise too. Visibility could be less than a mile in parts of northwest Tennessee at 7 a.m. on Saturday. The high temperature tomorrow, though, is going to be 9 degrees cooler than it was today. So it'll feel really nice out, especially because it'll be less humid. But enjoy it while you can. That humidity's coming back. It'll feel like 98 on Tuesday. So your actual temperatures will be back in the low 90s then, but it'll feel like it's closer to 100 degrees on the first day, the West Tennessee State Fair this Tuesday. And it'll stay warm and muggy right there through the last full week of summer. Tom, so far so good for most of West Tennessee. We have had some heavy pockets of rain come through the Mid-South since overnight last night. And right now you can see those showers spinning in a broad pattern right around West Tennessee. Locally, here's what's going on radar right now. We've got a couple of strong thunderstorms in the Mid-South, though most of the rain is falling along and south of Interstate 40. We've got a bit of a break in the shower activity near Savannah, light rain in Selmer, a strong thunderstorm near Henderson, and then a bit of a break also in northwest Tennessee. So not raining as much in parts of northwest Tennessee right now. Rain is covering a good part of the perimeter of Madison County, but not falling in Jackson proper at the moment. The strongest thunderstorm in West Tennessee right now is this one right on the Madison-Chester County line, where we've got frequent lightning in Henderson, about 11 lightning strikes in just the last 10 minutes. So that's about 1 per minute that you hear that thunder. And that's some very heavy rain too, because this is a tall thunderstorm reaching of a height of about 30,000 feet, the height of a commercial airliner. So this is a powerful storm. We've got a couple of different angles we can look at this from. This is the view from Lexington facing southwest. You can see the rain shaft in the distance and the very dark skies, but again, not raining in Lexington right now. This is time-lapse video that shows these clouds billowing quickly. Kind of looks like a bomb went off over to the south and east of Jackson, but that's just that thunderstorm that's growing from that tall updraft billowing up through the cloud. You can also see the rain shafts on the bottom of that cloud as well. So because these thunderstorms are moving so slowly, we're still under a flash flood watch for all 21 counties in West Tennessee until 7 o'clock on Saturday. So while we'll get a break from the rain overnight, more showers will pop up over the weekend with less humidity in the forecast for next week. It doesn't look like the month of June on that part of the 7-day at all. I'll give you the hour-by-hour forecast as we're tracking more rain for the weekend coming up in just a moment. But this first look is brought to you by Lofton Chevrolet in Henderson. For now, Tom, back to you.